Well, the yurt is ready. It took months of learning and a lot of hard work. All of the recent videos have focused on this project, but now it's time to move on to something new. Let me reveal what's coming next. Guys, do you remember that our good friend Gary from England brought over 2 yurts in the van? Well, we've actually decided that we're not going to put up the second yurt. This is our second yurt. And we figured out that there's loads of pieces that are rotten, mouldy, broken, and also it's got woodworm, so that needs to be treated. But actually, this isn't the main reason as to why we don't want to build the second yurt. The thing is, we've already put up 1 yurt. It took a lot for us to put this up, and now we're looking for something bigger, better, something that's going to challenge us in a different way. But now we're thinking, what is that next step? What is our next project?
We thought about a bunch of different ideas. Geodome, container house, a cabin, maybe a sauna. But none of these ideas were as good as a tiny home.
Our next project is a tiny house. A compact house of approximately 40 square meters with everything you need. Later in the video, I'll explain why we chose this project. Before starting, we want to visit a company who specializes in building tiny homes to gain knowledge and inspiration. They were incredibly welcoming, showing us the step-by-step process. Take a look at this model at the entrance. You can immediately see how well designed it is. While we were there, we met the architect responsible for designing these homes. Naturally, my first question was, do I need a permit to build a tiny house?
Não, não precisa de licença. O documento que você tem é uma matrícula igual ao de um carro, regulamentado com 750 quilos, você não paga imposto. E não existe em Portugal uma lei que regulamenta esse produto, a tiny house. Não existe uma proibição de você estacionar a sua casa em qualquer lugar.
The architect showed us a tiny house that was completed in just 3 months. It has 2 bedrooms, 1 for a couple and 1 for a child, a living room, kitchen, and bathroom. Every square inch is efficiently utilized, like these cabinets under the stairs. Seeing this house convinced me that a tiny house is the perfect next project for us. So we chose to build a tiny home, but we can't build it here. This platform and this part of the land is not good for tiny home. When we were building the first yurt, it was so hard to bring materials down here. And I can't imagine doing all of this again for a tiny house that has even more materials. And also this part is not flat, the access is not easy, and there's no way to come here by car. So the next season for this channel won't be here in this part of the land. Let me show you where it's gonna be. As now we're starting a new project, we're focusing on another part of the land, closer to the abandoned house. It will actually be where the old garage was located.
Welcome to our garage. This piece of land is the most flat, with an amazing view of the valley. We have a big oak tree for shade, and one of the most important, crucial factors is that it connects directly to the entrance. So this spot is perfect for us to build a tiny house.
We chose to build a tiny house because it doesn't require a permit. During the construction, we'll gain experience on how to install insulation, electricity, and plumbing, skills we'll need for the main house project. And since it's built on a trailer, it's portable, which makes it versatile for our needs.
So, how long does it take and how much does it cost to build a tiny house?
Desde quando a gente contata o cliente, o cliente nos contata, a gente começa a desenhar junto à casa dele, até o momento que ele decide o desenho que ele quer construir, a gente assina um contrato, a partir daí 3 meses a casa está pronta.
Acho que não existe uma casa tão rápida assim, pode 3 meses, bota o desenho com você e o arquiteto, faz o desenho junto e pronto. Quanto custa uma tiny house?
Olha, depende muito do que você vai colocar na sua tiny, depende do tamanho, do formato, se tem um mezanino, 2 mezaninos, ou todos os eletrodomésticos, sistema de aquecimento, lareira, isso varia muito, mas varia entre 50, 60, 61, 62, dependendo muito. Uma casinha mais simples custa um pouco menos. Cada caso é um caso, a gente faz o valor de acordo com todas as coisas que vão.
We also saw an incredible example where 2 tiny homes were used together, one as a sleeping area and the other for living spaces. This setup is perfect for larger families.
E nessa casa em particular a gente fez um projeto que é super aceito e é interessante, porque você não ocupa a casa com escadas. Então eu tenho uma pequena escada que leva uma passarela que você tem condição de andar de pé e assim leva para os 2 quartos. De novo, sempre janela generosa, os 2 quartos fechados, eles são mais privados mesmo, com 2 janelas cada um.
It's amazing to see how much personality you can bring to a tiny home, and that's exactly what we plan to do.
Yes, this will be the place for building our tiny house, but we have to do some adjustments before actually doing the build. So what we're gonna do? First thing, we're gonna take this roof down. This is a very bad structure. It's not helping at anything, and we need more space. So the first thing is take this down. Second thing, we're gonna clear more this land. That's gonna give you more space. See how messy is this? Some trees actually fell apart. We don't want that to happen when we're building a tiny house. So we're gonna clear all of this land. We're gonna have more land, and this place is very flat. So it will be actually really good to have more flat and big land. So yeah, this will be the second thing. Right, third thing, we need to see about this car. Oh, it's a very old car, very vintage, very nice car. But the previous owner just left the car here, so we don't know what to do to this car. It's a very nice and vintage one, but the owner haven't yet decided if it's gonna give to us or not. Fourth and most important thing, the road. This entrance is crucial for us to bring materials for the tiny house, and it's the only entrance we have for the land. We have a lot of problems with this road when it rains. We can't drive up and down when it rains. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna dig out, put proper foundations, concrete, drainage, and make a really good road that's gonna last us years.
Visiting all the tiny homes showed us that despite their size, they offer everything you need, and they can be stunning. Look at this model we toured. The large windows bring in so much natural light, and the high ceilings make it feel open and spacious.
Para falar sincero, eu consigo me morar em umas espaços assim. É perfeito, gente. Eu e Elias já moramos em carro, cabana. Minha cabana na Inglaterra era muito menor do que isso. Eu morei tranquilo nela. Só que aqui você tem cozinhas, tem chuveiros, tem tudo. É completo. E super bonito.
I just want to say again a huge thanks to Kazagaya for letting us explore their tiny homes. If you guys want to check out their work, the link will be in the description of this video.
And so our new project begins, marking the end of the first season of this series. When we arrived at this property, it was completely abandoned. Over time, we cleaned it up, discovered new possibilities, and started building the yurt with the help of our good friend Gary, who came all the way from England to help us. The yurt marked the first season of our journey, and from now on, this area will be known as Garyland. Yes. But now it's time to tackle something more complex, a project that will provide invaluable experience for building our main house. Thank you for joining us on this journey. This is the end of the first season, and we'll see you all in season 2.
Yurt will stand to mark a sign of where we started, what's now thine. From this day forth, we'll proudly brand this sacred place as Garyland. But this is just the start, not the end. The next season calls and it won't bend. A new plot awaits, a harder trail to build a tiny house will prevail. Embrace to a brand new dream. We'll shape the land a bolder scheme. So here's to the future, the work, the strife. One step closer to the tiny house.